in the back, come back this way, we're finna take notes. Come on to these empty tables up here. Slide on back up. Slide up. Come on. If you have your cards, leave them on your table. You'll find out if you had the right idea where you're doing it right. By the end of class, you'll find out. So here we go. Okay, so some of it we already did. Okay, so what causes day and night? Let me see your hand. Isaiah? Rotation. What is a rotation?
Rotation is spinning.
It is spinning. Give me more, Neville. That's the earth spinning on its axis. Very good. Okay, so how long does it take a rotation? Anybody but Isaiah and Neville. Go ahead, Jaden. 24 hours is correct. So if you answer, don't raise your hand again. So the next one is, what is it called when the earth orbit around the sun? Anybody but, if you've answered, put your hands down. Shannon? It revolves around the sun or a revolution. How long does a revolution take?
A year.
1 year. Very good. That's everybody else took this little quiz today. You guys didn't take it. The booklet was the quiz y'all took. Okay? So now we're going to take some notes. Everybody should have their papers out. You should be following along. This should be on your table. Whatever order you put it in, it still should be there. Because we're going to go over it in this when we doing our notes. I don't know. And let's go.
This boy. This one. You wasn't even top 3.
Everyone should be paying attention. Everyone should be paying attention. And you're going to fill out your notes as we go. We already know about rotation and we know about revolution, so I'm going to click all the information in and you go ahead and write it. Rotation is turning or spinning on the axis. That's what a rotation is. Axis, that's the imaginary line that runs through both poles. On my example, it was that iron, that piece of iron that I had in there. What you need? Listen, come up here and get your piece of paper, this paper. It's over here on my desk. The third one says Earth's rotation causes night and day to occur. So that's how we get night and day. One spin is one rotation that gives us 1 day, 1 night. It takes 24 hours. One rotation is 24 hours. Examples of a rotation is a spinning chair, or spinning in a chair, spinning a ball, or spinning a top. All of those are rotations. Thumbs up if you're ready for the next slide. And we'll move in about 30 seconds. And let's keep going. The next one is on revolution, and I'm going to click in because we already talked about revolution. Revolution is the action of one object moving completely around another object or in an orbital path. Or orbit is a vocabulary word you will see. It just means that the path that's taken for an object to go revolve around another object. Number 3, Earth's tilt and revolution around the sun causes seasons. So 2 things happen for us to get seasons. You have the Earth that's revolving around the sun, and you have the tilt of the Earth. That gives us seasons. It has to be tilted, the axis is tilted, and it's moving around the sun. That's how we get our seasons. And again, how long does it take for a revolution to happen? 1 year, 365 days. And these are your examples. You can write them, at least one of them down. I know you don't have a lot of space, but it says the moon moving around the earth, a car moving around a track, or a satellite moving around a planet. Write at least one of those down. Thumbs up if you're ready to move to the next slide. Okay, that's the majority. I got about 1 person still writing. I'll wait just a couple of more seconds. I said, where your glasses at? Mm-hmm. And we're moving. So the next one, you guys are going to read, and I'm going to listen. Nevaeh, you can start us off with the first point.
The earth is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees on its axis.
Thank you. Go ahead and fill that in. Thank you, Nevaeh. Ariane, go ahead.
The major season occurs between the earth's tilt on its axis and revolution around the earth.
Okay, so there's really 2 things that's going to happen for us to get our seasons. The tilt of the earth, which is the tilt of the axis, which is 23.5 degrees. And it's going to be the earth revolving around the sun. Those are the 2 things that must happen in order for us to experience seasons. Jaden, read the next one. Summer. Okay, so I need for you to draw a circle around longer days and shorter nights. Put a square around it, put something around it, because that's very important. Summer is when you have the long days. When you're out on your summer break and it gets nighttime, it turns dark really late. You don't get darkness until probably 8 or 8:30 during the summertime. You have long days and short nights during the summertime. So I need you to underline long days, put a circle around it, put a square around it, put something around it, and shorter nights. So you know that's important. Go ahead, Elijah, read the next one.
The coldest season of the year, 30 days of longer.
What's the name of that season? Winter. So for winter, we already know it's cold. You need to underline shorter days. Underline shorter days. Underline shorter days and underline longer nights. We're coming up on winter really soon. So you'll start noticing around 5:30 in the evening, November, December, it's going to be nighttime. Those are your short days. Elgin, you're reading next. Spring.
The weather becomes warmer and plants and flowers begin to grow again, equal days and nights.
So there's 2 times in the year where we get equal amount of sunlight and equal amount of nighttime. There's going to be spring. So for spring, underline equal days and nights. Underline equal days and nights. Jaden, underline equal days and nights. I don't see you underlining. Well, I'm calling your name. Underline equal days, equal nights. And when you see the word equinox, because you're going to see it, all it means is equal. Either it's talking about the spring or it's talking about the fall. That means you get the same amount of daylight and the same amount of nighttime. And autumn.
Can I read it again?
Go ahead and read it.
The weather becomes colder and leaves begin to fall from plants equal days and nights.
Okay, and on autumn, you're also underlining equal days and equal nights. So the one thing that you need to carry away from today, you need to be able to identify seasons on a graph. You need to understand how to determine seasons. So let me see how many hemispheres do we have? How many? Two. What are they? Northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere, right? Here we go. The equator. Remember that black line I had on? If you look at my model, you can see it. The black line that's going through, that is going to be my equator that separates my northern hemisphere from my southern hemisphere. So it's just like a compass. The north is on the top and the south is on the bottom. All right? So at the top of the equator, that is going to be the north. At the bottom of the equator, that's going to be the south. Or below the equator. They experience opposite seasons. We're in the northern hemisphere. It is daytime for us. In the southern hemisphere, they're sleeping right now. It's nighttime. In the northern hemisphere, we're experiencing fall weather. It's finna cool off. They're experiencing spring. It's springtime where they are. In the southern hemisphere. It says the example when the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun in the summertime, the southern hemisphere is pointed away from the sun in the winter, and they experience the winter. I need for you to open up your interactive notebook, because you're going to have two diagrams that you're going to draw today, and this is the first one. You're going to draw this diagram. If you're going to use a whole page, do a half a page for this diagram and a half a page for the upcoming diagram. So it shows at the top, your northern hemisphere. It's not a hard diagram. It don't take long. In the middle where you see the black line, that's your equator, and at the bottom you have the southern hemisphere. Go ahead and draw that in your interactive notebook and label it. I'll give you a couple of minutes and we're moving. Take another 30 seconds and we're moving. Did she tell your mom what I said, Cooper?
Yeah.
I told her to pack your extra snack.
Yeah, but I already ate it.
You ate it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. We have to go over how to tell.
Wait, what?
So I need y'all to look at this diagram first, not the one on your table, because they're a little different. But I can show you what I need to show you. I need all eyes up here. Everybody needs to be looking up here. Okay, you still trying to do it? No one should be. Okay, I will. I got these. Okay, so all eyes should be up here. The way that you tell what season is happening, you always find the tilt. Remember we talked about your 23.5 degree tilt? Okay, so this is how you find the tilt. It's right here. On this one, this is the tilt. Hold on. On this one, this is the tilt. I'm gonna draw the tilt. That's the tilt. I'm gonna change colors so you can see the tilt. That's the tilt on this one. This is the tilt over here. See that tilt? I need you to see it. And this is the tilt on this one right here. That's the tilt. So if the tilt is pointed toward the sun, if it's pointed toward the sun, what season? Summer. So we're going to put toward the sun. You don't have to write it. You need to remember it. If you don't think you're going to remember it, write it. So if it's toward the sun, it is summer. Right? So I would tell you to go ahead and find winter. So we're going to put summer right here. This is the northern hemisphere. So I'm going to put it in. So down here is going to be the southern hemisphere. And what season is it there? It's winter. Why? It's away from the sun, and why? It's the opposite. And it's away from the sun. That's very good. So once you find either your summer or your winter, you want to go directly. We found summer. So the opposite of summer for us is going to be what? Winter. So we'll go right up in here. This is pointed, this axis right here is pointed away from the sun. So this one is going to be what? What season for us? In the northern hemisphere. Let me put these in. Let me put in these. Winter. It's winter. Thank you, Nabea. So this is going to be winter. This is northern. And this is southern. I don't have time for y'all to be playing. You don't know how you're going to see this so much on the STAR test, it's going to make you sick. Between this and these moon phases, you have to know it. So when I say you don't have time to be talking, you don't. So if it's winter in the northern hemisphere, what is it in the southern hemisphere? Summer. Okay, so you know you're moving counterclockwise, right? Counterclockwise is back like this. Counterclockwise. So if this is going to be winter, if this is summer, which one is this one? Spring. Okay, so right here you got winter right here. So you in fall or spring? Spring. So it's gonna be summer, spring, winter.
Fall.
We're gonna try fall. So right here, this one is gonna be, we're gonna say fall at the top, spring at the bottom. And so this is gonna be south, and this is north. So we got summer, fall, winter. What happens up here? That's before fall. So we're doing two answers. Y'all need to understand, we're giving an answer for the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. So when I'm asking you for an answer, I want you to give me the north. Okay, so we're gonna do spring up here and fall at the bottom. So this is the north at the top and the southern hemisphere at the bottom, and it's going to be fall. That's how, so I need you to revisit your picture. Revisit your diagram really quickly. I need for you to find the picture that is pointed toward the sun. Find the one that's pointed toward the sun, and you will find your summer. Find the one that's pointed away from the sun, and we working in northern hemisphere. Northern hemisphere first. Put the sun in the middle. Okay, so this is summer. So this is summer. Two people, that's it. Come on, Elijah, come on, and then I'm gonna let her go, and that's it. So did you find? Okay, so is this pointed toward the sun? Or where from the sun? So this toward? Yes. I'm not saying it's wrong. I need for you to say it. So which one is pointed toward the sun? So this is how you want this, right? Okay. Just leave it. We're gonna go. Okay. So who need more time when you got it? When you come back, you can go. Okay. So who need more time when you have it? You have it?
I have it.
It's I like the bell.
Mix it like this.
Come on, explain it then. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the correct answer, and this is gonna be your confirmation. Everybody should have cards on their table, at least for your own sake, so you'll know I understand it or know I got it wrong. Okay?
You want to get out? You don't really store me.
Yes. Do it look like this?
Yes.
Okay. So in your journal, you're going to find that second place, because I told you you had two diagrams today, right? This is your second one. Make sure it's in this order. Make sure you are labeling the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Make sure you put in your equator, separating both of them. And I'm walking around. It goes in your journal, not on the paper. You're going to draw it in your journal. This is what you're doing in your journal. Draw it in your journal nicely. Make sure you put it at the bottom. Right there. I don't want you to do another whole page. Baby, can you draw that in your journal? Oh, you already did it. Did you have in the right order? Make sure you putting in your equator. Make sure you putting in your axis. Stop hitting that table. Make sure you are labeling the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Huh? Well, your answer should be exactly like that. Is that how yours is? Summer, it is. Yeah, yours is right. So these are the same. They're the same. All they did was put in the direction. So you're gonna draw this right here. You can just put in your arrow. Okay. that you will know, and so we'll be preparing. As we end our day, Mr. Williams is holding you guys. I don't need a bad report about my kids. You need to just go in there and have a seat and be on your best behavior. All right? I don't care what you see other people doing. Y'all already know. No, after walkers. That's when they go. So you're gonna label it just like this. Make it look. How you doing? It's the same. It's the same. You don't even have to look up here. I need you to put this. Yeah, I need you to put this in your journal. It's already good. This is a different one. This one is the one I need you to put in your journal. So draw that one in your journal. You can put this on there. That's fine. But I need you also to be in your journal.
What is that?
Yep. All you're gonna put is you're gonna do it. This one goes here. Spring. Okay. Now it's right. Just make sure you put your arrows in. And make sure you label it just like you see it. And that's real. And that's for real.
Give him 40 push-ups.
Okay, so where your illustration at? See, your card should be in this order, so you can see all of your information right in front of you. You have the sun. Is this summer? Is this how y'all did it? Okay, right. And then spring. Okay. So you don't really have to even look up there. You can look right here. And just make sure you put in your arrows. Put in your arrows. It's just like this. Put the sun in the middle. Did you get yours drawn down? And you gotta have it somewhere.
Bro, can you stop right now?
You can put this in the bag when you finish. We have a little bit more on the back to finish. We have some more on the back, like another paragraph to finish. But I need you to do this diagram. Why you have your card set up? This is the same thing. It's the same exact thing. So you should have what? Over here. Summer? No. And you can draw from the right here. Just put in your arrows. And you know you always moving counterclockwise. So everybody should have their cards out. I'm gonna move this back to the PowerPoint. Your cards should be down. Your cards should be in order. So I could go ahead and move this. Back to the PowerPoint. As long as you have to wear it, now we're on the back. We're on the back of your, some people are ready to move. We're on the back of your note card, the solstice. It occurs 2 times per year. And it's when the sun reaches its highest or lowest point in the sky at noon. The solstice is marked by the longest and the shortest the longest and the shortest, day of the year. The summer solstice is, marked by, it's June 21st. Oh. Okay, so the summer solstice is the longest day of the year that gets the most sunlight. And it happens on June 21st or June 22nd. So that's gonna happen in the summertime. In the winter, the shortest we have, that one coming up, the winter solstice is gonna be December the 21st or the 22nd. That is the shortest. That's the shortest, amount of sunlight in a day. You're gonna have, I'm not gonna lie to you, when you come tomorrow, you're having a quiz on me.
What?
You are,
Crazy.
and you are, and I'm gonna record that grade. I'm just letting you know, you got a quiz tomorrow. You need to go ahead and write this down, and I'm gonna go, I think it's another slide. Your homework is due tomorrow. Okay, let's keep going. So remember I told you about equinox mean equal? These are the equal days. So there are 2 times a year when the sun crosses the plane of the equator. And when that happens, you're gonna have, an equinox is gonna be marked by the equal amount of, hours, night hours, and day hours are gonna be the same. That's gonna be March the 21st and March the 22nd. It's only one day. It's gonna be only one day that's gonna get the same amount. And that is called a vernal equinox. No, it only is gonna happen at that time, March 21st. So that one is the spring one. And then we'll have the one that happened in the fall. This one is the spring where you get 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of nighttime. And then the one for autumn is gonna be September. We just had that one. The 22nd or the 23rd.
No, it's considered summer.
Well, yes, it's spring. March, April, May.
So June is summer?
June, July, August. Okay, we should be right at the end of that, finishing these notes.
I was gonna ask them like some hemispheres.
Hemisphere, you go back to hemisphere?
Yeah. I know, but I have to go back to this one, y'all. Okay. No, you're done with it. If you're done, then I'm gonna go back for Ryan. Which one we was on the last one? We still have one more I need to cover, then I go back. Okay, I need this one for sure. So I need y'all to pay attention. On the back of your, we gotta do those, the one Shannon I told you we was finna do. Okay, so here you go. There go your Caesar's diagram. It's the one we went over. If you didn't already do it. We just did that one. We just did it. So it was like, summer, fall, winter, spring. As long as you know you're going counterclockwise. If you don't go counterclockwise, you're gonna mix up These two, the spring and the autumn. It goes counterclockwise. Which kind of means you want Baptist? And let me go back to, I think, right here. Who needed this? Oh, no, this one. Who needed this one? Yeah, you can do the checkpoint, Ms. Ford. Let me, the tears on this way, she was this way.
You have all that space, bro.
That's it, Ms. Ford. If you wanna do another booklet, you can when it comes.
Can we do another look? Can we do one more?
Don't get noisy.
Miss, can we do one?
I need y'all to put my cards away. Elijah's gonna take my cards up.
Y'all know each other?
Thank you, sir. Fun. I'm not James. I'm not the son. Imagine being a bitch.
She's talking about you.
The video. Being a bitch.
What?
Let's go. Let's get out of here, David. Don't get too noisy. You did good today.
We should do half.
Do the dino.
No.
So everybody should be preparing right here. We're not done.
Oh, the hack
We
one.
finna do another,
Let's do the hack one.
No,
See, the hack one is the best one.
I'm not sure.
No, I'm not. My hands are literally right here on my.
I'll be ready right now.
And then I busted it too.
Shannon, you ready to get some
Can I do it by myself, Leah?
All I'm gonna say is 2-0. And
I'm first place winners only.
cause Jaden may even pick the wrong answer.
I'll be right back. Ow. Yeah, okay. Really, you're in a mood?
Isaiah 2:1. It's 2-0. In Brooklyn, it's 2-0. I don't care how you beat me the other time. It's about to be 3-1. And you're not LeBron, so you're not coming back from 3-0.
Not LeBron James.
I think we should start it now.
Listen. Get it together. Who's playing? Everybody should be on because we're not done yet. Everybody should be logged in and ready to go. We have not dismissed yet. Miss Ford, you ready to start it? You
I
got
was trying to wait for it. Is everybody logged in?
Yeah. They're playing around if they're not logged in.
Isaiah, so started. Isaiah started.
No, she said, is your name Isaiah?
It's okay. Go ahead, Jason.
Skip it.
No, I need to know.
Skip it. Okay. You guys see it. So it must be
Winter, the spring,
winter. So 50. Okay.
not orange.
This one?
I didn't even see that question.
Let me catch the cheater. Okay, he cleared.
Messed up. I'm thinking.
First to rotate, 24 hours, easy. Get the cheater. Clear. Not touch screen. The what? Oh! Okay, let me catch a cheater. Let me catch this. Clear, okay. Oh!
Isaiah, you're cheating?
This one. Look at 100. Okay. Wait, did I click the wrong one? Oh, it said years. Oh. Okay. Orbit. Isn't that cry? I don't know. Clear. Gotta find the cheater. Let me find this one. Clear, okay. New moon because the sun.
Come on, man. That's
Okay. Catch another cheater.
Jaden, stop.
What's Adriel here today?
This is summer. I can't even find a cheater.
Elena.
Bro, they give me these loans. Oh, I'm still winning. Oh, so good. Oh, that's 90.
Alright, then I got you.
190. No, because you're cheating.
I wasn't cheating.
Then how'd you lose money?
I don't know.
Oh,
I hope y'all are.
lucky guess.
No, like, no, in the game, you can find who's cheating on the bets.
No, that's
They can.
He over there. No free.
Finding the cheater. Okay, let me find this. Why? Everybody's cleared.
I can't see it.
Oh, deep is something.
One second.
It's not winter.
I'm still
It's
winning.
spring.
I'm winning. I didn't cheat. No, I'm not. You can scam me. You can scam me. I'm not.
Season. 100. Okay, I need to start.
I'm not.
Okay, I need to stop looking for the cheater and start.
Janet cheated.
Oh! Lucky guess. A lucky guess. A lucky guess. Okay, let me catch cheater. Jason.
Dang.
You're clear, Jason. Okay.
Come on.
Rotate. Rotate. Come on.
What do you mean? What? How do you get so much?
All around the side.
Okay, I gotta cheat.
Bro. Shannon cheating. Take him away.
Oh my god. Okay, do say just call Isaiah cheating. Oh my god.
That was a long time ago. That was a long time. That was at the beginning.
Yeah, we did catch him cheating.
That was at the beginning.
How y'all catch someone cheating?
Because you can click on find cheaters.
Yeah. You got a answer correct.
Isaiah, you over there cheating?
Yeah, I did cheat. We never cheated.
That's your
I got
investigating.
A.
Good afternoon, Jones Toros. The time is 4:10. The time is 4:10. At this time, we have a short announcement this afternoon. From Ms. Stewart, there are history 8th grade tutorials in room 445. You must have a ride home. From Mr. Cupid,
I'm just guessing very fast.
tutorials are tomorrow. From Mr. Cole, we do have chess club today. We do have chess club today at 4:30. Wait until the very end until you are called. Do not
Oh.
let anybody else.
Oh, I'm catching up.
From Ms. Davis and Mr. Law, we do have the MAC interest meeting today. Today is the final interest meeting, September 28th at 4:30 in room 1710.
Green.
From Ms. Guerra, we do have 6th grade art club today at 4:30 in room 1610. From Mr. McKay, we do have 6th grade tutorials in 1635 for 6th grade history.
It's yellow.
At this time, this does conclude our abbreviated afternoon announcements. At this time, we do need 6th grade car riders and daycare riders to the front at this time. 6th grade car riders and daycare riders to the front only at this time. All of the students should be in their classrooms. Students, just a reminder, buses, when you are on the bus, riding the bus after school and on the X0, which is the after school route, is a privilege. Make sure you are adhering to all the ICC transportation guidelines
Oh.
while you are on
Oh.
the bus. At this time, sixth grade car riders and daycare
Oh
riders
no,
at this time,
no,
thank you for
Jason,
that.
no. How? How?
Well, I'm investing in Shannon, bro. Forget this. There's no way he's not cheating.
Bruh, he had more. He's supposed to be cheating, but he's not cheating.
He's not even cheating.
Oh, I got a cheater, finally.
This is what I told you. That one right there.
5,000.
This is your fault. I lost. Hey, man.
Oh God. Oh. Let's see.
Oh, cheating.
Ah. How did? How? How?
Nah, he cheated. Fine.
Bruh, I'm trying to check on it. He says clear. Bruh, you're supposed to be cheating. Oh my! Fourth place. Dang, that's close. Isaiah, if I caught you cheating, I would have got to third.
It's crazy, Jake.
I didn't even cheat. That was natural brain strength.
Me too.
And it's 2-2 now.
I cheated at the beginning. That's it.
Bruh.